trapped for days, lost in the wild. Tunde falls, struggling to survive, searching desperately for a way home. Screams echo, fear everywhere. The boy with the snake bite burns with fever. The rain has left them cold and weak. One wrong move, one mistake, and they may never leave this island alive. Tunde was falling fast. Leaves and branches whipped against his face. His heart was pounding. "Grab something, quick!" A sharp stick poked him just at the right moment. He grabbed it, swung, and caught a strong vine. His fingers held tight. "Thank God," he whispered. "Watch out!" Kola shouted. "Tunde, hold on!" "Careful!" Mr. Aki yelled, his voice full of fear. "Don't let go!" Mr. Ade screamed. Tunde hit some branches hard when he landed. Pain shot through his chest and twisted his foot. He gasped, "Ah, it's hot! It's really hot!" The others ran to him. They grabbed his arms and legs to steady him. "Are you okay?" Mr. Ade asked, shaking. I'm okay. Just hot, foot, chest," Tunde panted, trying to breathe. I thought you were gone," Kola said, trembling. Mr. Aki knelt beside him. "That stick saved you, Tunde. God was with you. Your reflexes, amazing." Tunde tried to sit up, wincing, but his eyes were sharp. "Listen, I saw a way from the top. I memorized paths. The island is big, but I know a way home. We must move carefully, step by step, so the boy with the snake bite can get help." "The birds?" Kola asked. "Yes," Tunde said. "I saw birds flying toward a safe direction. I memorized every bush, every tree, every turn. We must follow carefully." Mr. Aki looked amazed. "Tunde, how did you think of all this? Clever boy." Tunde shook his head, wincing. "I just watched, remembered. We cannot waste time." Mr. Ade asked quietly, "But how do we start? Where do we go?" "We go back to the others, gather everyone, then start moving, step by step, together." Mr. Aki frowned. "Tunde, maybe we should rest a little first. You are hot, and we need to tell the others everything. It's still noon. We have time to check the path slowly before we move." Tunde shook his head. "No, we don't have time. Going back and forth will drain everyone, waste energy. We must go together now. Everyone, at once. The boy needs help, urgent help." Mr. Ade looked worried. "Are you sure, Tunde?" "Trust me," Tunde said firmly. "My hunch is always right. I memorized everything. Birds, bushes, trees, every turn. We cannot wait." Kola nodded slowly, fear and trust in his eyes. "If you say so, we follow you." Mr. Aki nodded. "All right, we go back, get the others, together. But be careful, Tunde. Watch your steps." Tunde winced from the pain but nodded. "Yes, step by step. Stay close. We survive together. Don't panic. Don't scream. Animals might hear." They carefully descended from the branches, supporting Tunde. Each step was slow, cautious, but Tunde explained quietly as they moved. "Follow the ridge. Birds fly toward open path. That's our direction. Every step matters. Stay close. Trust me." Mr. Ade breathed shakily. "All right, together, no mistakes." Step by step, they moved back toward the others, hearts full of fear, hope, and determination. When Tunde, Mr. Aki, Mr. Ade, and Kola finally got back to the others, everyone rushed toward them. "Tunde!" Mrs. Kemi cried, her voice shaking. "You are hot! Oh God, please!" Tunde winced, holding his chest and foot, but he pushed through the pain. "I'm okay, but first we need to check the boy." The students and the teachers all turned to the boy with the snake bite. His face was pale, sweat dripping down. Tunde carefully examined him, checking the fever and the wound. "He still have fever," Tunde said, trying to sound calm. "We need to move now. Every minute counts." He explained his plans and what he saw. They were exciting that they might have a chance of getting home alive. Mrs. Kemi's eyes filled with tears. Tunde, please rest first. You are hot too. You cannot keep going like this. Tunde shook his head firmly. No, we cannot wait. The weather is dry now. If it rains tonight, it will be worse. We need to go, together, now. Everyone stared at him, amazed. They all whispered, he always puts others first. Even when he is hot, he thinks of everyone else. Mr. Aki stepped forward, steady and strong. All right, we move. Everyone stay close. They all stood up. The air was tense, their muscles tired, but determination burned in their eyes. Mr. Aki took the lead at the front, supporting the boy with the snake bite on his back. The boy could not walk. Tunde stayed in front of everyone, leading the path. Follow me slowly, don't rush, Tunde said, breathing hard, pain in every step. Mr. Ade stayed at the back, watching, guarding, protecting them from anything that might attack. Mrs. Kemi walked in the middle, encouraging everyone. Keep going, you are strong, we can do this together. The students shuffled along, some limping, some coughing, all tired and scared. The sun was high, beating down on them, but Tunde never stopped, scanning the path ahead. We have to stay close, Tunde whispered. Every step matters. Don't look around too much. Focus. Trust me. Kola looked at him, worried. Tunde, you are hot, but you are leading us like a hero. Tunde managed a small smile. We survive together. We get everyone home. That's the only plan. Step by step, they moved. The forest was thick, every crack of a branch and rustle of leaves making them jump. But Tunde's voice guided them, calm and determined. The boy with the snake bite groaned softly, but Mr. Aki's careful support kept him from falling. The group shuffled together, moving as one. The weight of fear, pain, and hope was heavy, but they were alive and they were moving. The group moved slowly through the thick forest. Every crack of a branch, every rustle of leaves made them jump. The boy with the snake bite groaned softly, leaning heavily on Mr. Aki. Tunde, are you sure this way is safe? Mr. Ade asked, eyes scanning the dark trees. Yes, follow me slowly, Tunde whispered. I memorized every turn, every tree. Watch the ground, don't trip. Kola stumbled over a root. Ah, my foot, he cried. Careful, Tunde hissed. Hold the vines if you need. Step lightly. The wind started to pick up and the leaves above shook. Clouds covered the sun. It might rain soon, Tunde said, his eyes alert. Suddenly, a loud shriek echoed through the trees. Everyone froze. What was that? Mr. Ade shouted. Shh, stay calm, Tunde whispered. Don't scream, don't run. Noise will attract more animals. The group moved even slower, clutching each other and grabbing vines. I'm scared, Kola whispered, trembling. I know, I'm scared too, but we have to be brave. We must help the boy, step by step, carefully. They walked for almost 2 hours, exhausted. Every step was heavy. They stumbled over roots, slipped on wet leaves, fell and got up again. Even Tunde fell once, landing hard on his side. His lungs burned, his body screamed in pain, but he quickly got up, gritting his teeth. Are you okay, Tunde? Mr. Aki asked, worry in his voice. I'll be fine, just keep moving, Tunde said. His foot hurt, his arms ached, but his mind was alert. They reached a small hill, and the trees above were thinner. Tunde pointed to the sky. Look, the birds, they are flying that way. That's our path, follow them. Birds? Are you sure? Kola asked, squinting. Yes, birds always fly toward open land, Tunde explained. Step carefully, don't slip. Step by step, they followed the birds, slipping and grabbing onto vines. The boy with the snake bite groaned again. I can't, he whispered. You're strong, a little more, Mr. Aki said, supporting him. Don't give up. The group climbed a small ridge, Branches scratched their arms and faces. Leaves tore at their clothes. Sweat dripped into their eyes. Every rustle of the forest made them jump. "Did you hear that?" Mr. Ade whispered. Tunde nodded. "It's just the wind, but keep close. Don't make any noise." Finally, after what felt like forever, they saw a little path ahead. Crops were growing, neatly planted, green, healthy. "Look, plants, crops," Kola yelled. "People live here." They all screamed in excitement. "We're here, we're in the right path." "Tunde, you're a genius," Mr. Ade shouted. "Yes, how did you know?" Kola asked, jumping with joy. Tunde smiled weakly, still in pain. I just followed my hunch, and the birds helped too. We must keep going, carefully." Mrs. Kemi knelt beside the boy. "You are strong, just a little more. We'll get help soon." Even though their bodies ached, their spirits lifted. They had proof that they were on the right path. Tunde's clever thinking had given everyone new courage. "Everyone, rest for a second," Mr. Aki said. "Drink a little water, but don't lose focus. We still have to find help." I feel like my legs will break," Kola whispered, breathing heavily. "Just a little more. We can do this," Tunde said. "Step by step, we are almost there." The group paused for a moment, catching their breath. The forest still looked dark and dangerous, but hope glowed in their hearts. Birds flew ahead, showing the way, and Tunde's sharp mind guided them like a compass. "We can make it," Tunde whispered to himself, wincing from pain. We can't lose the boy." Slowly, carefully, they began moving again, step by step, following the path the birds had shown, hearts pounding, fear and hope tangled together. They kept walking again. Their legs were tired, their bodies aching, but they had to keep going. Suddenly, Tunde pointed ahead, his face lighting up. "Look, people, running this way," he whispered, his voice trembling. Mr. Aki squinted. "Who is that?" Kola's eyes widened. "I don't know them, but they are running so fast." The group froze, hearts pounding. The figures came closer, waving their arms and shouting, "Over here! Over here! Are you the missing students?" Tunde's chest heaved. Relief and fear filled him. They are coming for us. They are really coming." Mrs. Kemi saw them, tears streaming down her face. "Oh Lord, thank you for keeping us safe." The searchers and farmers ran faster. Mr. Ade carefully supported the boy with the snake bite. Kola steadied Tunde, who was limping and in pain. Tunde's legs wobbled. He stumbled and almost fell. No, don't let me," he whispered. Then he saw them closer, people coming to save them. His heart filled with hope. The last thing that came out of his mouth was, "Thank you, God." And then his body could not hold on anymore. Tunde collapsed to the ground, falling heavily onto the earth. He did not move. "Tunde!" Mr. Aki shouted, rushing forward. Mr. Ade, Mrs. Kemi and Kola ran beside him, faces pale with fear. Mrs. Kemi cried out, "Oh my dear, stay with us, Tunde." The searchers and farmers reached them quickly. Some lifted Tunde into their arms. Another carefully carried the boy with the snake bite. The others helped Mrs. Kemi and others. "You are safe now. Don't worry, we've got you," one of the searchers said, their voice strong and kind. Tunde was weak, his body in pains and burning up, but he was relieved. The boy with the snake bite needed urgent help, and now they could get him to safety. "Quick, to the bus! Everyone, hurry!" Mr. Aki ordered. The searchers and farmers moved fast. They carried Tunde and the boy carefully. Others ran ahead to the bus ready. Everyone walked together, helping. After thanking the farmers, they all entered the bus. As the bus started moving toward the hospital, one of the female searchers spoke gently. "We have been looking for you all since. We came here to the farmers to ask if they saw or heard anything. They said no, we were just looking around. Then we saw you all." Mrs. Kemi pointed weakly at Tunde, still lying exhausted in the bus.
God used him to save us. If we hadn't followed him like he said, we wouldn't have seen you, and you all would have missed us." Mr. Aki nodded weakly. Mr. Ade added, "Yes, he was right. We had to trust him." Tunde closed his eyes, breathing slowly, too tired to speak, but inside he felt relief. They were alive. They were finally going home.
The bus rumbled fast along the road. Inside, everyone was quiet, tired and weak. Tunde sat leaning back, his body hurting, but he kept looking at the boy with the snake bite. Both were getting better, but they needed careful watch. "Hold on, almost there," Mr. Aki said softly, patting Tunde's shoulder. Mrs. Kemi looked at Tunde and whispered, "You did so well. God was with you." Tunde gave a small nod. The hospital was busy when they arrived. Nurses and doctors ran to them immediately. They carried Tunde and the boy with the snake bite into a room. "They are safe now," a nurse said. The principal and the vice principal were already informed. They had already called everyone's parents. Soon, the hospital was full of mothers, fathers, and relatives rushing to see their children. "Mama, Papa," one student cried as they saw their parents. Their parents hugged them tightly, tears rolling down their faces. Mrs. Kemi wiped her own tears. "Thank God, we are all safe." The doctors checked every student carefully. "Everyone will be fine, just rest and drink water," one doctor said. The boy with the snake bite was given an IV. Tunde was checked too, his cuts cleaned and a drip put in his arm. "You were very brave, you all were," the nurse told him. Mr. Aki smiled weakly. "All of us, especially Tunde, he saved us all. We need to rest now." All 18 students, their 2 teachers, and Mr. Aki, the camp master, were examined for infections, cuts, and bruises. Everyone drank water and ate something. The hospital was noisy, full of hugs, laughter, and relief. Parents hugged their children, crying with happiness. "I was so scared," one mother said, holding her daughter. Mr. Aki's wife and Mr. Ade's wife were there, holding them tightly. Mrs. Kemi's husband came, seeing her safe, and hugged her. "Please don't scare me like that again. I thought I would lose you forever," he said softly. Tunde's parents arrived too. They held him gently, whispering, "You are so brave, son. We are so proud of you." The hospital filled with smiles and tears of joy. Everyone was talking about how Tunde led them, how they survived the island, and how God kept them safe. After a while, the doctor said everyone could go home. Parents held their children, helped them into cars, and they all drove home. Mr. Aki, Mr. Ade, Mrs. Kemi, and Tunde finally breathed easy, knowing everyone was safe. "God really helped us," Tunde whispered quietly, looking at the smiling faces around him. Mrs. Kemi nodded, holding his hand. "Yes, Tunde, God really helped us. And you too." The sun was shining outside as everyone left the hospital. The forest, the island, and the danger felt far away now. All that mattered was that they were alive and finally going home. The week passed slowly. The 18 students and their 2 teachers rested at home, eating, sleeping, and recovering from their long, scary adventure. Finally, the day came when they had to go back to school. When they arrived, the whole school was waiting. Other students cheered loudly. Teachers, the principal, and the vice principal stood in a line, clapping and smiling. It was a big guard of honor just for them. Flowers, they were all screaming, "You are so brave." "Welcome back. We are so proud of you," shouted the principal. Tunde looked around, amazed. Everyone was smiling at him, at the students, and at the teachers. His heart felt full. During assembly, the principal spoke. "Today, we celebrate the bravery of 18 students and their teachers. They faced dangers in the forest, stayed together, and saved each other." Everyone listened quietly. Then the principal looked at Tunde and said, "And one boy, Tunde, led the way. He showed courage and wisdom beyond his years.
He kept his friends' teachers safe. He is not just smart, he is a hero. The students who didn't go to the camp gasped. Tunde, he's amazing, one whispered. Some students whispered to each other, he's not dull after all. He's so clever. He saved everyone. The teachers smiled proudly. Tunde, you are an example to all of us, patting his shoulder. Later, the school made something special to remember Tunde and the others. A big picture showing them in the forest. Tunde standing tall, brave, courageous, they were all together, was hung in the hall. Every student and teacher admired it. Everyone now looked up to Tunde. His name was on everyone's lips. People who didn't even go to the camp wanted to meet him and hear his story. Tunde felt shy but happy. He smiled at the students around him. He said quietly, "We all did it together," he said quietly. "True," Kola said, smiling. "We were all brave, but Tunde, your courage and quick thinking saved our lives." The students were clapping. Some of them whispered to each other, "I wish I could be brave like him." The day ended with joy, laughter, and a warm feeling in everyone's hearts. The students went home feeling proud. Tunde's name would never be forgotten. He had shown that even a young boy could be brave, smart, and caring. And from that day, everyone knew courage, love, and helping others could change everything. And don't ever look down on anyone. The story of Tunde and the 18 students, their teachers, and their adventure in the forest had ended, but their bravery would live forever in everyone's heart. The end.